Hey everybody, this is Mr. Wyrick, and I'm here today to talk to you about tying a bow tie. Got my button-up shirt back on, got my bow tie here. Figured I'd go over this. I went over how to tie a tie. This one I may not be as good at. I usually have to do this one with a mirror. I'm not as practiced, but you start. You got your collar buttoned all the way up, and you got it put up, especially in the back, to make sure that you're not sticking out. And you take this about, you want to have it pretty even down here. Okay, we're gonna cross these over into an X and we're gonna loop one around. So basically this is a lot like tying your shoe. Okay, you adjust that knot down a little bit. At this point you want to make sure you have a little bit of room there because you don't want this bow tie choking you all day. You might give a quick swallow, make sure you're not rubbing against it. And then once I have it kind of knotted around, I take this one on the left and kind of move it up here. And this one on the right, I'm going to make a loop here and bring it up like this. Now I'm holding a loop back behind there. So then I take this one that was on the left and I'm gonna put it down in the front. Okay, so this one is gonna be the actual front of my bow tie. So I move it forward and there's a little gap here. Okay, I'm gonna stick my thumb through it. There's that little gap there. You have to learn how to find that little gap. But I find that gap and I'm gonna loop this one and I'm gonna push that loop through the little gap. It's a weird thing to find at first. It takes some practice. I had to watch some YouTube videos to really figure it out. And then this is the hard part. You have to pull on, at this point you should have a loop here and a single edge here, and then you have a single edge here with a loop behind it. You have to pull on those loops to tighten the knot, but the more you pull on the loops, the more both of these single edges kind of pull to the middle. So you have to do what's called dressing the knot, and this is where it really helps to have a mirror or a camera pointing at you so you can kind of do that. You get that balance to where it looks pretty good there in the middle, and you can pull it a little tighter. The best part about having a bow tie that ties like this is, like having a tie like that, you can unbutton the button behind it, fold the collar down all the way around, and you can edge that out from underneath. So it covers that collar, it looks pretty sharp, and you can always go in and kind of resituate and adjust. You can dress that knot at any point during the day. I do really like when you finish with the bow tie and it's the end of a day and you're kind of hanging out with some friends, you're like, oh, geez, it's been a long day. You can take those edges and you pull the single edge, not the loop, out in both directions. It loosens that up and it sits down like this. So then everybody knows that you were wearing a real bow tie and not some kind of clip. Now, all the bow ties that I've been wearing to school, those are all real bow ties. So those are always tied like this. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of guidance and you'll know how to tie your tie.